Hi guys, it's Dana with Empower RV. Brenda with Queen Bee RV is behind the camera today. We're back at the National RV Training Academy bringing you another episode of 52 Ways to Empower Women RVers. On today's episode, we're going to talk a little bit about roof maintenance and all the things that you need to be aware of when you're purchasing a camper or just maintaining your own. But the first thing I'm going to tell you is kind of a disclaimer. Brenda and I are both certified RV inspectors and we're technicians, and we have the training to be on top of this roof. If you are not secure in your ability to climb a ladder and be on top of a rig, be sure that you seek out a registered or certified technician or even your regular service department to do this maintenance for you. It's extremely important, but we want you to be safe as well. So that said, we are here inside because the weather's kind of bad. We're looking at this beautiful rig here at the Inside Big Red, and I'm going to show you a couple of things I want you to be sure to look at when you are doing your roof maintenance. The first thing, you're going to climb up on your roof and you're just going to give it an overall look from front to back. And the reason we're going to do this is because water intrusion is the worst enemy for any rig out there. This is the first line of defense when the weather changes, and we all know a nice sunny disposition is not always in the forecast. So if you have any tears in your roof, any little pinholes, any screws that are coming up from the underneath side, the sealant that is up here, if it starts to crack or go bad, you're giving that rain an opportunity, that water, to intrude inside your camper and cause havoc. So we want to make sure that you are checking your roofs at least once a year, and if you do that during winterization or de-winterization, that is a great time just to add it to your checklist. That way you know it's being taken care of. You can do it more frequently than that, but at least once a year so you can stay on top of any problems. So let's talk about a couple things. You're going to take one good look at the roof, front to back, see if you notice anything, any big tears, any peeling or anything like that, and then you're going to go to each component individually. I'm going to start with the air conditioner just because it's in front of me. First of all, you're going to check all around the air conditioner. You're also going to check this area where the fins are. You want to make sure that you haven't hit a hailstorm or a tree branch or anything where the roof and the fins have been penetrated through these openings where there's cause, for there to be damage on your air conditioner. That's just a great visual inspection. You're also going to check these bolts. Every one of these casings, these housing shrouds for the air conditioner, require 4 bolts to keep them in place. So make sure your bolts are in place. You might find that one is missing and just add that to the repair list to be sure that this doesn't fly off when you are headed down the road. The other thing you're going to want to check are any clips. So right behind Brenda, she's going to show you, is a Max Air fan. That Max Air fan is covered and it has very basic clips holding it in place. Those clips can become damaged, they can be rusted, they can just be flat out missing. So you want to make sure that you have all of your clips in place and that they're in good condition. While she's showing you that, I want you to take a real close look at that sealant around. Every component on the roof needs to have a good sealant sealing all the way around the components. When you're looking at the roof and checking each component, you want to look all the way around, every single component, looking for cracking, peeling, missing sealant, or potentially screws that are backing out that have created pinholes. And if you see any of this, take pictures of it, mark it, and you want to make sure that this sealant is replaced as soon as possible. As the sealant gets old and yucky and brown and nasty and starts cracking, like this skylight, you want to make sure that this sealant is on the list to be repaired or replaced. And that requires scraping it up and taking all the old sealant away, cleaning around the component, and then reapplying the sealant. You can also see that there are little screw, you can see the indentations of the screws. You're going to be checking the sealant for all these screw holes as well, because these screws can start backing out and cause pinhole leaks as well. If you're looking at this skylight, I'm going to give this skylight a nice look, make sure there's no cracks. If you've had, been in a hailstorm, you can see cracking on the skylight, and if in that case, you would want to make sure to have that repaired. Again, vent fans, vent hoods, you're going to check all the way around. You're going to check the screws on top. This looks like the refrigerator vent. You're going to double check underneath. So you're going to have to get down on your hands and knees to really see some of this. But you want to check every single component, no matter what it is. It needs to be have a really good seal with this sealant, and if it's starting to crack or peel, you want to have it replaced. Lastly, you want to make sure that all of the end caps and the front caps and the sides are all nice and sealed. You might start seeing some peeling of that. The end caps will have a layer of sealant. You're going to make sure that that still looks good. So you're going to walk all the way around this camper. Hands and knees is great. That's how I do it. It's a little disconcerting to be standing up on these things, but hands and knees is great. It also gives you an opportunity to feel for any soft spots that might be developing, which is what we look for in inspections. And if you have slide outs, you're going to want to extend those slide outs and do the same thing. You're not going to climb on the slide out, but you're going to view over from the roof and just look at the slide out edges and seals and make sure those look good as well. This is another great opportunity to extend that awning. Take a look at the upper part of the awning, make sure the fabric looks good and the connections for that awning are in place. So I hope this was helpful. Hopefully you'll have an opportunity to get up on your roof sometime soon. At least once a year, take a good look at those seals, make sure everything is good to go. And if you like this content, give us a like below. Follow us on social media at 52 Ways and Counting, and let us know what you think. See you next time.